Hello, my name is Michael Arteaga. I'm going to talk a little bit about my college career and actually where I work at is at California State University San Bernardino is actually where I went to college. It's where I learned a lot of what I'm doing today in my current job and in the community. When I went to school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was still kind of lost when I graduated high school. I didn't know if I wanted to go into working in computers or go into culinary arts or start a community college or go to the four-year university. I ended up applying to Cal State San Bernardino and got accepted. And I started my educational journey in college in 2005. I was able to um, explore a little bit what college had to offer, had some classes, got to learn about what I liked and what I didn't like. Ended up getting my bachelor's degree in business management and a minor in public relations, which is under communications, which really allowed me to explore what I wanted to do in my future careers. I had a lot of great experiences as a college student. Whenever I share my experience about college, it's always exciting to share that I got to join a club and organization where I got to serve as the president and vice president of that club through my years. And through that experience, it actually pushed me to run for student government. I was vice president for our Associated Students Incorporated, which was representing all 17,000 students at Cal State San Bernardino, which was a really exciting opportunity for me to really get to interact and represent our student body. I got to meet a lot of the campus administration, the vice presidents, the president of the university, which really helped me build bridges and connections throughout the university, which helped me get a job there, which I'm currently working there as an alumni engagement specialist, which allows me to reconnect our alumni, which are people who came to Cal State San Bernardino as students and now have graduated or moved on, and how they can reconnect with the university, whether that's through workshops or getting together at different events. We do different trainings for students and alumni to come back and learn how to develop their resume, how to create meaningful relationships. We also have a mentoring program, which I think is a very important program that we put on, which connects our alumni and our students to mentors of those who might be able to help them get to where they want to get to in their careers. I believe mentorship is really one of the key things to being successful. You're never too young to get a mentor, and you can never have too many mentors in your life. Growing up, I think our first mentors end up being our siblings or even our parents. As we grow up, our teachers and other people at our schools become our mentors. Looking back at even my high school career, I see a lot of my teachers and those who pushed me to go to the next level and go to college as my mentors, even though I didn't realize that they were my mentors at the time. Even when I got to college, when I joined my first club, I was able to connect with some of those alumni, and they allowed me to kind of pick their brains and really look at what did they do, how did they become successful through their educational journey. And that really helped me become more successful in what I was doing at the university. Got to follow in their footsteps, had them to bounce ideas off of, ask questions to. If I had a job interview or wanted to switch jobs, I had people to reach out to and talk to through this network of people that I had. Another great opportunity that my mentors really told me to push myself to do is internships, which really allowed me to look at what kind of jobs I wanted to get into, test out a job essentially. I got to do two internships. One was in Denver, Colorado, and the other one was in Long Beach, both through a program called HACU, which is Hispanics Associations of Colleges and Universities internship program. They actually paid me to fly out there. They flew me to Washington, D.C. for orientation. They even helped me find housing in my two locations that I was working at. And through these internships, I realized that I really wasn't happy sitting in an office all day. I really needed to interact with people. I needed to get involved. I missed the student experience. And I believe that's when I really realized that the university is where I needed to be, that being part of an organization where I'm able to communicate with people, interact with people on a daily basis was something that I needed in my career, and is something that my personality type really needed to do to excel. Um, and through that, I really started looking for positions at the university. My first job was actually working in special events, um, which I did as a student, but then I got to do it as a professional, where I got to put on concerts and different shows and work with the drumline corps when they did their finals at our university, work with cheerleading competitions and special guests like Gabriel Iglesias and Kevin Hart. Really gave me a great opportunity to work in that, but I also got an opportunity to help work with and develop students, help students create events, and making sure that their fundraisers and their socials and their mixers and their meetings went according to plan. And hopefully they made a very successful choice. Um, and then about 2 years ago is when I found this opportunity where I got to move on to alumni relations, which helps me sell the university that I love so much. I fell in love with Cal State San Bernardino through all my experiences and working on campus. So I was able to find a job where I get to help people reconnect with the university. It's a very interesting job. It's always changing. We're always doing new things. Part of my job is also putting on homecoming, where I get a bunch of food vendors to give out free food to our students and alumni. We invite them over to our basketball game, and then we get to go to our observatory, which is the only observatory in the Cal State system on campus, and we got to do some stargazing. So we set up telescopes and we get to see all the stars. So it's a really rewarding experience to be able to work with our alumni and our university and really reconnect people. I believe one of the most important lessons that I really learned as a student and growing up through um, my educational journey at the university is really not leaving life saying, what if? I think it's important that if we live life saying, what if, we would have missed some opportunities. I took those opportunities to apply for internships that I didn't know I was going to get. I applied at different jobs on campus to get to know different people, working in admissions as a tour guide, where I got to walk around and kind of talk around about the campus and tell people that Cal State San Bernardino is 2.5 times the size of Disneyland. We have a lot of great programs. Our cybersecurity program is #1 in the nation. And it's all facts that I got to learn as a tour guide. And I really got to learn a lot more about the university that a lot of people don't really get that interaction. I also got to meet students that were going to be potentially coming to the campus and be freshmen and really sell them on what all the great things that we had going on. My second job on campus, I got to work in the student union. Great opportunity to work with students, program for them, put on different events. That's kind of how I got into the field of working at the university, is my on-campus employment. So I got to do that for about 2 years in the student union before I ran for student government, which I talked about a little bit earlier, about doing vice president for about 2 years, 1 year as a senior, and then 1 year in my first year of grad school. Another important thing about my grad school journey is that if you would have talked to me going into college, I was going to do my 4-year degree, and then I was going to just go out and find a job. I didn't know what I was going to end up doing or what my career was going to end up being, but really taking that next step and getting my master's degree in communication was something that I did not expect. I also got the opportunity to teach at the university, which was something I never saw myself doing as well. I got to teach public speaking for about 2 years. So I got my own class and got to interact with the students, and that was a really rewarding experience to be able to have that experience of teaching and educating people. So I think it's important that we keep our options open. We take chances. Well, I hope that you got to learn a little bit about what my job is in my career and my career path. Some takeaways from this is I would definitely recommend you find a mentor, find someone to bounce ideas off of and try new things. Never live life saying what if. So take chances, try new things, try a new internship, look at different job careers, shadow somebody who's in a job that you might think you want and might want to enjoy. You never know where you're going to end up. A lot of times you end up in jobs you didn't even know existed. When I was in high school, I didn't know an alumni engagement specialist existed, and that's what I'm doing today. So I hope you all find your future dream jobs uh, and a great career where you'll be successful and happy in your careers. Thank you.